Today we are going to talk about some changes to itineraries and what Celebrity is offering for the change that they are making to their itineraries. Royal Caribbean, we've got a tropical storm. I'm going to bring you up to date on some things here on Princess, on my cruise, as well as other Princess cruises. Lots to talk about today. We were in Alta, Norway today. We get to have an overnight here. So late tonight from 10 p.m. till 2 a.m. we are going to go search for the Northern Lights. The excursion runs different times, and I'll let you know why we picked that one, but I've got a lot to tell you, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips, and today is Tuesday. It is October 10th of 2023, and the first thing that I want to talk to you about is if you have not subscribed yet, will you please subscribe to our channel? We'd love to have you with us, and I think you will really enjoy being part of the conversation here and staying up to date with everything and sharing your experience as well. If you appreciate my updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? That actually makes a big difference too. So thank you very much. I do want to invite you all, if you have missed any of our live sailaways during this cruise or any other cruises, you might want to go back and check them and just watch them, because it is the scenery in these ports is beautiful. Last night it was dark. It was almost midnight. Midnight was our official sail away time from Tromsø, Norway, and it was so absolutely beautiful. I was hoping to show you the Northern Lights as part of the live, but it clouded over and we weren't able to do that. But make sure you catch my video from yesterday, because I included Gordon tried to take a video of the Northern Lights that we saw, and he put in some of our pictures. So first of all, today I want to talk to you about some changes on Radiance of the Seas. Radiance of the Seas is sailing out of San Diego right now. It's a Royal Caribbean ship, if you didn't know that, and they're having the really unusual situation that they have to keep making changes in their itineraries. So itinerary. So it's a 16-day cruise, and already they've had to make 3 changes. So first of all, they were late leaving because the ship was late coming back into dock due to fog. So everyone who was embarking the ship had to move their embarkation time back, and they departed late. So that was their first change. I didn't know this until I was doing research about it, but there are different ports that are more well known for having fog and having that impact sailings, and San Diego, Tampa, and Galveston are the ones most well known for that in the United States. So let me know if you have ever had a cruise delayed due to fog. Now, the second change they had, they said that due to the tide schedule and everything, that they were going to have to go ahead and go into a port early. So they were there 4 hours early, but they still got to stay until 10 p.m. So that's lovely. And then the final thing is that due to the tropical storm Lydia, they had to cancel their call in Cabo San Lucas. So in Cabo San Lucas, when you think about it, as you come around and you go up to where the tenders will take you, it is a rather, it's a little harbor there, and it's well sheltered, but you have to take a tender there, a water shuttle, whenever you go to Cabo San Lucas on these larger ships. And so when the seas are really rough, that can really impact the ability of those water shuttles to run. And that was due to be an overnight call, so it's too bad that they had to miss that. But that has also been the third itinerary change there for Radiance of the Seas. And I will also remind everyone that the Carnival Panorama and the Carnival Miracle are also having their itineraries impacted by Tropical Storm Lydia. So I will keep you up to date. We have just had a lot of tropical storms and hurricanes, a lot of weather this year, haven't we? Now, the next thing you might be aware, as I've been talking to you about it the last couple of days with what's going on in Israel and now Egypt, the Celebrity Apex has had her October 16th sailing. Her whole itinerary has been changed. They have taken off the calls in Israel and the port calls. They were due to go to Alexandria, Egypt. And I want to tell you all what they are offering and kind of how it's working, so that if you happen to be booked on our group cruise for next year, just some food for thought. They have, of course, not announced any changes with our itinerary next year, and I don't anticipate that for a while. They've got to see what's going on with this war that Israel now is engaged in. But just some things to think about. So first of all, instead of going, so those are like 4 days that are impacted. 5 days, 3 days in Israel, 2 days in Egypt that are impacted. And so the ports that they are going to call at instead, it's still round trip out of Athens. They are going to go to Mykonos, Santorini, Rhodes, Hania there in Crete. So Crete has 2 amazing cruise port, Hania and Heraklion. If I'm choosing, I like Heraklion better, but Hania is not shabby at all. And you can take, they always have excursions that go over to the part of the island where Heraklion is. And then Limassol, Cyprus, Bodrum, Turkey, and then they already had Ephesus, Turkey on their schedule, and they are still going to go there. So that just gives you an idea of what the change is. However, of course, we've got people that booked the cruise very specifically to go to Israel and Egypt, and now they're not happy with where they will be going instead. And so basically, the offer that Celebrity is making, it sounds like guests impacted due to this drastic change in itinerary. Some people are reporting different things, and that can be because they live in different parts of the world. So where you're sailing from can impact your terms and conditions. Sorry, not where you're sailing from, but what country you live in can impact your terms and conditions, everything to go with it. And so it sounds like guests are noting that they get 100% future cruise credit if, as they cancel that, they book on another Celebrity cruise. You can just move your money over from one to the other, and that if you don't make the change right then, that you get a 90% future cruise credit. So keep that in mind. So if anyone is wondering, next year our group cruise is set to go on October 11th of 2024. Round trip out of Athens. It is set to go to Israel for 3 days, Egypt for 2, and then Ephesus and back to Athens. And if they change our itinerary, I'm still going. I have sailed in the Mediterranean in October before, and it is, I think, one of the best kept secrets. It's an extraordinarily beautiful time to go. It is still very warm. It was just beautiful when we did it in October. It's not quite as crowded because school is back in. And a lot of people don't think of vacationing quite as much then, especially if they're wanting it to do it with their children or grandchildren while they're out of school. Everything is still open. It is magnificent. So we're still going. And so I hope that those of you who have booked the cruise with us will still want to come. If not, of course, that's okay. And I will let you know whenever we hear of any changes with itinerary with that. I am sure, like I said, it's going to be a while. We're early days here with this war, and they've got to see what's going on. Okay, so wanted to bring you up to date on that and just give you an idea of what is being offered about that. Of course, this is really short notice for these people booked on this cruise. If I was booked on that cruise, I would still go. I would go if it was next year. I would go if it was next week. And so, yeah, there's just too many beautiful places to see, and things are changing so fast in the world, and it's spectacular no matter what. So I would definitely go on that. Now, the next thing that we need to talk about a little bit here is Majestic Princess. So we've got Let's Go family members on the Majestic Princess, and that cruise right now is a round trip out of LA to Hawaii, and they are reporting really slow Wi-Fi on board that ship. Now, I mentioned here that the Wi-Fi is a little bit slower than it was. It's a chunk slower than it was when we were on this ship in July. I don't know what that's all about. We were very far north when we were on this ship then. We experienced really stormy weather. We missed a port in Iceland due to storms. So I don't exactly know what the difference is. I'm really grateful though for how well the internet does work. And so I just wanted to bring you up to date, let you know how it's going on the Majestic. If any of you would like to report it and let us know how it's going on the other cruise ships, I think everyone would really appreciate that, since it is specifically helpful for people who will be sailing soon based on any work that they've got to do or any communicating with whoever while they are on their cruise. They'll have an idea on what to expect. So I think that's really valuable. Just to talk about the butter situation really quick here. I know that I mentioned to you when I was on the Emerald Princess that in the main dining room they're not serving butter, okay? They're serving a little whipped thing. It tastes a lot like margarine. It's very like a very greasy feel. So anyway, but if you ask, and the same thing is here on the Island Princess. When we were on the Island Princess in July, it was butter. Now it's not, and I just wanted to tell you that if you ask for better in the main dining room, they will give you better. Okay. We also got the whipped whatever it is that came on the with room service, but I didn't write better in. We just checked the little box, and so just wanted to bring that up. Over on our Facebook group, there was a little bit of confusion about it. Better is not being served. Okay. And it's, you know what, it's okay. It is okay. It's okay. It's part of my job is to point out the differences, let you know what to expect. It's okay that better's not being served. That's not going to ruin my cruise. It's not a deal breaker. Alrighty. Put down below if it's a deal breaker on yours, because I love how we all like come from different places. We all like things mean different things to different ones of us. So thought I would mention that. Also, Alfredos. The only Alfredos that we have on this ship is during lunchtime in Sabatini's. Now, I'm being honest here, I have not monitored Sabatini's a lot during lunchtime. I have walked past there several times and they never look busy. So I don't know if I've caught them at a time that they're not really busy, but it doesn't seem like there's never a line. I have never seen a line to get into Sabatini's during lunchtime for Alfredo's. So let me know if what ship you're on, how Alfredo's is going. The people on the Majestic said it is just a ghost town, that it has really been empty there on their sailing. Another thing that I have noticed on this cruise, and please do speak up if you are noticing it on the cruises that you have been on recently, and just be aware if you're going on a cruise soon. So in the past, and I was trying to remember, you know, you go to all of these different ports, and when you end up in the port, there are all these different ways that transportation comes about, right? Sometimes you pull into a port with the ship and you can easily walk to the places you want to go, or the water shuttle takes you right there to where it's really easy to walk to the center of town, or that there'll be a lot of taxis available. And in some of the ports, the cruise lines actually run shuttles. Sometimes it's because it's a very industrial port and that's the best way. Yesterday we had a shuttle that took us over to the central area of Tromsø, and that worked very, very nicely. Could you walk that far? Yes, you could. You would spend a large amount of your time doing that. And so you just kind of have to weigh out what you want to do and what you want to spend your time on in port, right? So yesterday it was $19.95 and it was an all-day pass. So you paid that one time and you could go back and forth as many times as you wanted, right? Today in Alta, Norway, this is a water shuttle port. So you have to take the water shuttle over, and when you end up there, there's over a little bit, I have a picture of it here. There's a Europre and then another store that's further over. But the way it is with where they bring you with the water tender, you'd have to walk. You can't just walk there. You have to kind of walk out and all the way around. So you can do that. You just have to plan time to do it. Europre is it's a grocery store kind of store. And the other one, to be truthful, I don't know what kind of a store it is. But today they were running the shuttles, and I think it was, I don't know if, I can't remember if it was $19.95 or $20 even for, once again, for a ticket that is all day long. I could go back and forth as many times as I wanted. I only did it once, but I think I'll let you know. But tomorrow, if I want to do it again, I think I have to pay again. So historically, I never remember having to pay for shuttles. Places that we have been before. So let me know if you think this is something new. I know that these companies that run these in these ports, of course the cruise line has to pay them to do it. I know that with the price of gas going up everywhere in the world, I am sure that the cost is going up as well. For example, when I went in this afternoon, I didn't go until we got here at about 11, and I didn't go into town until about 2-ish, and another lady and I were the only two people on that whole shuttle. So they just are really kind. They keep them running. So I just wanted to give you a heads up to add a little bit of something extra in your budget if you try to know what to expect every time, that running those shuttles is going to cost money. And today, how far it was, yep, you could walk that far, but it would take a really long time. It was quite a distance into the little center area there of Alta. Another thing I will tell you about Alta, Norway, is we have an excursion booked this evening to go see the Northern Lights, and clearly we have to take the water shuttle and then get on a bus, and then they are going to take us out where we're away from any lights of the city and anything to show us that, and I'll let you know how it goes. But that doesn't take you like right to the center of Alta. They did have a couple of excursions today, and one of them was just the easy city drive that they would take you to see the Northern Lights Cathedral, which is really pretty new. I want to say they said that was new in like what, 2015? And but anyway, so you can go see that. I could see that. I got to see, you know, I didn't go in the cathedral, but I saw the cathedral from the bus today, the shuttle taking us in. But right where they take you in the center of town, there's a mall that you can go in that has a normal store, and I'm going to show you what I bought at the normal store. And then they had across the street was a tourist information, and they sold some kind of very few souvenirs, not really big souvenir store. And then another mall, and they were just normal stores. And so there's really not a lot to see. If you just want to walk around and see what Alta looks like, of course that's fine. But if you're someone that just wants to go in and do some shopping, see things, there's really not a lot of shopping. So I thought I would let you know about that. So, but please do make sure you tell me about where you are noticing that you pay for shuttles, how much it's costing. And this is across all the cruise lines, not just Princess. I would really like to hear from you what you think about that, okay? Okay, so now I thought I would just show you what you buy at Normal. So Normal, Normal, is the name of the store. I stopped at one in Trondheim, and it's kind of the kind of store that just has everything. I've got video footage here just to show you as I was going in the store. It's where you can buy like everything from like shampoo to makeup to little gadgets to toys to candy to cookies to like dish soap, like just they have all sorts of stuff like that. So I thought you might like to know what a tourist would buy there. So if you run out of something or you realize you need something, it's a good place to go to get that, okay? But for fun things is what I usually get there. So I got these. I really like Milka cookies. Milka cookies are really good, so you might want to give those a whirl. Then I also got, they do really good things with licorice here, so I got that to take home with us. They had tights. No, that's funny. They had tights made in Italy. Thought that was kind of fun. These were $1.50, so I'm going to give those a whirl when I get home. They also had, I know this is funny, but I'm always looking at where makeup wipes. I don't wash my face with them every day, but if I'm traveling and there's not a washcloth somewhere, I use these to take off my makeup. And these were made in the EU, not in China. I'm really careful about where mine are made. And then Nivea. So Nivea in the United States, they have lots of different kinds of lotion, but you have to be careful where the Nivea that you buy. I love Nivea lotion. It's a kind of lotion and cream. Where it is made indicates it's better. In the United States, they will sell it that's made, I've seen in Mexico and in Spain, the stuff made in Spain has, to me, is just better. I know it might be crazy. And so I got this. This was just $2.30, and it's a big tub of this. I've used this before, and I really like it. So I got that. And then I also got this hand cream. It was made in the EU, and I was running a little bit low, and it smells really good. So I got that. It's all citrusy. And then I just got a few eyeliner pencils to try. Those were also made in Italy. And so it's just kind of like the store. You kind of rummage around and just look for everything. Gordon didn't go with me again today because he's going to come with me tonight to see the Northern Lights, and his hip is still really bothering him. So I just took my time and looked at everything that they had there. So I just thought I would show you some of the fun stuff that they have. And it's just something to do when you get into town and there's really nowhere else to shop. So, and then also upstairs in that mall, they have an ice cream place. And so I did get some ice cream. And another thing that I got here, give me this, sweetheart. They also have waffles. Now in Belgium, I really like their waffles, but I had never tried a Norwegian waffle. And so it's made with hearts. And so I got one of these so that Gordon and I could try it. And I haven't tried it yet, so I'll let you know how it tastes. But just a little bit of fun. I always like to see what they've got that's local and just try it to see how it is. It's 3 in the afternoon almost. These are shuttles. Just for a point of reference, right there is where the shuttle bus brings you, and it's a long drive. So unless you want to use a lot of your day walking, this is probably best to take the shuttle. So right over there is Boreal Adventure. They sell souvenirs in there. They do excursions, but I heard someone ask and the lady said they only do them through the ship. Then right here, I'm just going to go inside, is the shopping mall. I think this is where a lot of the shops are, so I thought I would, this sign goes with it. So I thought I would take you with me and show you a little bit of what's in here. And if there's not a lot of shops, we'll just go see what else. Skincare, there's Dermalogica, Frederica Louisa. Well, that might be fun to look. There's a Bon Prix, which is a kind of a grocery store. Oh, here's a normal. These normals are fun. I went to one in Trondheim because Hetty and Jerry and Keith Ann told me to. They were right. They have everything in here. Here's your makeup remover wipes. I think I'm gonna try these. They were made in the EU. They've got makeup, they've got shampoo, they have housewares, they've got cleaning, they've got candy, they've got, you know, personal hygiene, everything you need. And I tried these safari biscuits and they're really good. I got some in Trondheim, they're good. There's more face wipes. See, they have drinks. Ocean blue lemonade. Cookies. They've got hair turbans for, you know, those towels, brushes. It's just fun to see everything. So the ARC store is a bookstore, and then here's a little shopping store. Here's a place if you want to have a little snack, you can eat here. It's a place to buy clothes there, any clothing. So we'll just head this way for a minute. Glitter store. It's kind of like Claire's, I think. Store. Fun. Let's see what's upstairs. Clothing store. There's an interior store. Oh, here's some place for ice cream. Just some more stores. I need to go in here and look for presents. These cute little girl things. Those are too big to take home. They've got tractors. They've got treats. They've got Halloween stuff. Just lots of fun things. These are cute. These are little. Excuse me. Oh, isn't that cute? Right there is where the shuttle is. So if you get done with the shuttle, and there is the shopping place I just went in. And I was just in there, and they have lots of shops. I got a few things at the normal place just for fun, a little bit of cookies and candy and, you know, a few things to try. But I asked the lady where to get presents for people, and she says it's here in the Handles parking. So when you get off the shuttle, it's just down. So we'll go see what there is in there. Bring your boots. Unless you come in summer. You need them in the summer. But even in October, you need your boots. Or grippy shoes, you know. I like my cozy ones. These are my cozy ones. I think the Montana place is where she said. She called it Montana. So we're gonna go see. Oh, there it is down there. Here's the store if you need something, Resta. Here's the Subway if you want a Subway. I think the Eula is like a Home Depot, you know. Here's the Montana. There's a pet store. No, there's not a shopping place in there for presents or souvenirs. So here, up here on the left there, that building that says Politi, that is where the only souvenir shop is that I've seen. I'll show it to you from the other side.
Yeah, so that they're all attached to where you place the thing. Oh, good. Yeah.
There's the ship over there.
Oh, you can do as many as you like. I've got 35 from today. And then you just choose the one that you want to do. Yeah, I'll do them if you want to do them on time. So you can have a little bit of dip and then that. Yeah. So you know what you do. What I do. Yeah, you can add that. Yes. So that's like when you travel down. Yeah.
how it is. So let me know what you like to try in the places that you go, because that inspires all of us. And let me know if you've got any questions about Norway or the Island Princess, and I will be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.